Newsflash. Marvel is having a moment. Honestly, I'm a fan, so it's cool with me that Marvel has taken over the world, but not everyone is aboard the superhero train. So, since it looks like these movies aren't going away anytime soon, I think it's about time we go over all the things we don't like about Marvel. Warning, spoilers ahead. 1. The villains are weak. I hate how weak the villains are. I hate how there are no stakes in any of them. I know the plot of every film before I see it. I know there's no chances of failure on the hero's part. Ever. I figure in this next one, any Avengers that die will be resurrected in the second one, and the one to kill Thanos will be one of the weakest characters in the roster. Maybe Black Widow will kill him with a jump kick or something, wrote Reddit user Scotty Sizzle 2. How the characters have developed. Nearly every character has become a version of Tony Stark. Remember in Avengers when Stark and Thor were fighting and Stark kept razzing Thor about how he talked and how he dressed? Well, that scene kept popping into my head during Thor Ragnarok because the Thor in that movie seemed to be less like the one in Avengers and more like Stark. He still has a little Thor flavor, but he's Thor Stark now. Peter Parker is just awkward Tony Stark. It's like Captain America is the only one who survived the Stark assimilation, wrote Stolepin 26-3. How interconnected the films are. What I hate is that to understand everything that's going on in the movie I just paid to see, I also have to have paid to see 5 other movies, wrote one Reddit user. Is a self-contained, 90-minute narrative too much to ask for? Does everything really have to be connected? The whole thing just feels like a scam to milk as much money out of viewing audiences as possible. 4. The hate for Iron Man 3. People that dismiss Iron Man 3 because of the Mandarin twist. It's actually one of my favorite MCU movies. I get the argument that there wasn't enough Iron Man, but, personally, I loved seeing Tony's ingenuity without the suit, wrote Navjot94-5. The stakes are meaningless. There's never anything at stake. This is the big contrast between Nolan's Batman movies and the MCU flicks. Given 2 bad choices, a Marvel hero can always indestructibly punch his or her way to the good outcome. Black Widow is as resilient as Wolverine is as resilient as Tony Stark is as resilient as Chris Pratt, whatever his name is, Rocket Boy or Cosmic Man or something, wrote one Reddit user 6. The musical scores are kind of forgettable. I really wish the movies had more memorable scores. I get that there are bits and pieces that are memorable, but I can almost sing the entire Star Wars score. There's no reason it couldn't be more memorable, wrote Weatherman 342-7. The jokes aren't as good as you think. It's striking to me that despite all the clever quips these films have, I really can't recall any of them, and I've never heard anyone reference them either in real life or in other media. Decades later, people remember I'll be back, I'll make him an offer he can't refuse, or, why so serious? But the only Marvel line I can remember is the humdrum V-bit from the very first Iron Man, wrote one Reddit user 8. Or that there is too much comedy. The MCU's overuse of humor is ruining the films, wrote Stormfoil. Why does every main character have to be a snarky one-liner machine, spitting quips and witticisms in the middle of important battles? 9. All the upcoming films are announced way in advance. Announcing so many films so far in advance, plus who will be showing up in future crossovers, really drains films of tension, wrote one Reddit user. I know who will get out because they have their own sequel lined up 3 years from now. 10. The way the films handle magic. The MCU is too shy to use magic, real supernatural magic. They always try to find some way to explain a science not yet explained. The Asgards and any gods are aliens. Their magic is advanced technology. The closest we have to magic was Doctor Strange and a little bit of Iron Fist, wrote Good Villain 101-11. The rivalry with DC. Honestly, liking one shouldn't automatically hate the other, wrote Unknown J25 about the rivalry between Marvel and DC. I love Marvel Comics and other Marvel media, and DC Comics and other DC media. Just because I love The Flash doesn't mean I should hate Captain America. 12. And finally, the hate for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't like it when people blow off Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as worthless without even watching it, wrote Myth and Legend. If they took time to look into it and then said they didn't like the show, I wouldn't mind, but lots of people just say it's bad because that's what they have heard from other people who heard it from others, creating a negative feedback loop the AOS doesn't deserve.